we get ready for game number 2. Which battleground are we going to? It's gonna be Tomb of the Spider Queen, as Team Liquid wants to take first pick.
Yeah, and Diamond Skin choosing Tomb now for the first time, sorry, for the third time. So it is, again, the third time that they have map choice in the series and the third time that they go for Tomb immediately. So it's definitely one of their go-to maps where they feel strong. So far, that hasn't really shown. Keep in mind, they just got their first win in HGC 2018 on Infernal Shrines. But yeah, bit of momentum gained on Tomb, getting a bit of a snowball going and then taking the 2-0. That would be fantastic for Diamond Skin and very rough for Team Liquid.
Last time we saw them on Tomb of the Spider Queen, they allowed turn-ins a little bit too early, and Diamond Skin just couldn't get any traction back on their side. This time I aim to watch and see if they can get that first turn-in. They seem to really heavily favor the York battleground on this map. Want to pick him up, get that wave clear going, control that bottom side. But again, you just cannot fall too far behind against your opponents, or it hurts on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah, and now let's see how they open this one up. This is another map where we don't see a lot of Abathur bans, so that's definitely already shifting things a bit. I could see a Gul'dan ban coming out again on the side of Diamond Skin, since Team Liquid opens with first pick, first ban. So maybe they go into Genji, yes. Is Gul'dan now going to be banned out by Diamond Skin? They got rid of him on the last map, and it would be a very good ban against Team Liquid overall, but especially for this map.
Can't forget about Chromie, though.
True, very good point.
Nurok has a pretty mean Chromie. I remember a map last year where they played the Johanna and Chromie to a T. Seemed almost impossible.
Team Liquid right now has played Chromie once and it was successful. They won the game with her. So then again, with Gul'dan, as mentioned before, they have a 3-0 track record. But you're absolutely right. On this map, Chromie is a hero that you need to watch out for. Great interrupt potential on the turn-ins, also great poke. And that's probably something that they're considering now. And yeah, you're absolutely spot on. They're already thinking about getting rid of her.
Pick your poison, though, because Team Liquid has the option here to move straight into a Gul'dan, which you have mentioned they have been quite successful with. Will they do so? Or do they want to move into the Hanzo, which is another one that's shown?
Also, this is another map that highlights the priority on the Malfurion, so we have to think about him as well. Gul'dan picked as expected. You said it best, pick your poison. What do you want to go up against? Do you want to go up against Chromie? Do you want to go up against Gul'dan? In this case, Diamond Skin said, okay, Gul'dan is fair. Now the question, of course, we have Hanzo still out, Greymane is there, Malfurion is ready. That's 3 great picks for the early stages. If you go for Greymane, you can combo him off with Uther again instead. We're still looking at a fantastic win ratio in Europe. He's currently with 9 wins and only 3 losses. The best support, the most successful support, let's put it like that, that we have in Europe.
For Diamond Skin, you're considering the Assassin that you want. We mentioned the Greymane and the Hanzo. Hanzo's more of an opener. Do you want the opener and have some finish later on to kill that Gul'dan, or do you want to get the Greymane earlier, who will be the one that actually does go in and kill the Gul'dan? That's kind of what they're deciding right now. I wouldn't mind seeing a Greymane Malfurion with the way they were playing last game. They seem to be a little bit more effective at diving a target. And honestly, Rosmeg looked a little bit more comfortable on the Greymane. And there it is, Greymane Malfurion coming in. Okay,
Greymane and Malfurion taken for now. There's a couple of heroes that we definitely have to watch out for in the later pick phases. I wouldn't even say now. Ragnaros has been played before by Diamond Skin. There's also another hero that we need to consider, and that's Malthael. Malthael sees a lot of second bans on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but when able, Liquid is picking him up to play. So they did that last time they played here. So definitely 2 heroes that we need to keep in the back of our heads. First of all, for a potential second ban, but also for a later on pick. And Blaze with the new addition.
Oh yeah, don't forget about Blaze. Which healer are you wanting? Well, it looks like it's going to be the Uther and the Hanzo picked up here for Team Liquid. I was wondering if there's a possibility we might get the Ariel mixed in once again, but Uther's a little bit too powerful right now when it comes to those win rates, and it's Splendor on Uther, so not a bad pickup for Team Liquid.
Yeah, for me personally, I don't know, it might be a misconception on my end, but Ariel for me was always more so one of the pillars in a double support setup.
Yeah.
So that's where I see her more. And A, I think, played her as a solo support, if I'm not mistaken.
The Hanzo, too. It was the Tassadar. It was the Ariel Tassadar Hanzo.
Exactly. Tassadar was really interesting for North America yesterday because he completely skyrocketed. Before, very few of them looked at Tassadar, and then all of a sudden, Tassadar was just all up there and picked in nearly every single game yesterday.
I blame Fan.
It was pretty crazy.
Fan and his high win rate on that Tassadar, wanting to bring him back.
Well, to be honest with you, as far as I remember, I can look that up real quickly. Tassadar is currently sitting at a really miserable win ratio overall. If you look at global play, Tassadar has been played 15 times and lost 10 of those games and sits at 33%. And A is at this point really the only region where he has a positive win ratio. Over there, he has a 63% win ratio with 5 wins and 3 losses. So it's really NA putting him into the meta at all, and also the only region that currently where he's successful, yeah, where he has at least a positive win rate. So Tassadar is quite interesting, and something that there's a couple of heroes that I'm really looking at right now because I want to see, okay, how do they develop over the next few weeks? Malthael is one of them. Uther, that is getting higher priority, is another. Anuburak, of course, and that same goes for Tassadar. So keeping an eye on those cross regions, it's pretty interesting to determine how the meta shifts between North America, Korea, and Europe.
Well, Tracer has been banned out here by Team Liquid, realizing that the Malfurion Tracer synergy is available and up for Diamond Skin. And they have 2 heroes that die to Tracer if they're left alone, the Gul'dan and the Hanzo. So gonna go ahead and take her away. Don't want to put too much pressure on Splendor to land that Divine Shield if he has to for a Pulse Bomb, because it's actually kind of hard for Uther to walk up and stun a Tracer. She just barely outranges the stun with that auto attack. So good, clever ban there from Team Liquid, making it harder for Diamond Skin to get those kills.
And for Diamond Skin, I want to see frontline now, what they go for. One of the problems that they have, if they were thinking about going into Ragnaros, is that we have Blaze. I like that a lot. As I said before, Blaze, good option here for the map. But I love it over Ragnaros because with Ragnaros, a big part of it is Molten Core. And if you go up against Gul'dan, we've seen how much and how easily with Corruption you can chunk down the duration of Molten Core. So you can nearly negate that aspect of Ragnaros. So I love that they have now Blaze at the bot lane. We've seen him played a lot. 4 times played in Europe so far, and he won every single game. 6 times played overall, 2 times in Korea, and has a 100% win ratio. So now we see him, Diamond Skin, using him at the bot lane. Let's find out who Team Liquid pins up against him. It is Malthael, as I said before. They played him on this map. He's great here, so definitely one of the heroes that has a huge impact on Tomb, on Volskaya. So it's going to be fun to see him here. Fun Shrines as well, of course.
Diamond Skin with spectacular wave clear, though, between Blaze, Johanna, Greymane. Absolutely destructive on this battleground, but can they have a strong early game? Looking for probably a little bit more damage here for Diamond Skin. A little bit more threatening, something they can get on that back line. What do you think's going to come in? Would Illidan be awkward here? I feel like Illidan would be a little awkward.
I've been thinking about Li Ming again as well.
You know?
She could be used here, just trying to chunk heroes down a bit, and then Greymane capitalize on it. You have a bit of interrupt potential as well.
Diamond Skin thinking about it. If they wanted to be safe, I wouldn't mind them pulling out their Falstad again here. But he is a little bit vulnerable to a Malthael dive. You'll have to use a Gust, but it does give you a tool to handle the Tormented Souls coming your way. You lose some of the global value, though.
Yeah, but I really... Currently, Falstad does not seem like a great pick here. Especially... I mean, Diamond Skin, first of all, they have a 0-3 with Falstad. Then we have Trick Esports 1-3. Falstad has won a single game so far.
I was bringing it up because they play. I think Falstad has a hard time right now.
Yeah, very much so. He's really on the squishy side, but you are correct. He's one of the most involved heroes in drafts where we see Diamond Skin. They really like to play him on the first weekend. They played him a lot, mostly, of course, on bigger maps where the global can get more of an effect. But Falstad right now is just really struggling across the board.
Yeah, just falls a little bit too easily. Let's go ahead and get ready for Tomb of the Spider Queen. The wave clear really here for Diamond Skin. Oh, they have 4 heroes that excel at clearing waves and preventing things from pushing in your way. Even if they lose the web we return in, they shouldn't fall victim to it too easily. So I kind of actually like their draft here. It's just a matter of can they execute against Team Liquid, who has a composition that has Hard Engage and a Tormented Souls.
And we're also going to find out if a team outside of Fnatic and Dignitas can finally win with Junkrat, because he's been played a lot, but no one outside of those two have been able to get a single win on him. The same goes last map. We just saw it. We had Team Liquid playing with him as well. So Junkrat went in the hands of a Snitch. So when we see him played by Fnatic, he's doing pretty well so far. But no one else in HGC Europe is able to get a kill with him. And it just adds, on the other hand, to the wave clear that you pointed out. So they have an insane amount.
Well, let's go into it. Tomb of the Spider Queen, Battleground number 2, as we have Diamond Skin taking on Team Liquid, and they're up 1-0.
A 1-0 lead for Diamond Skin in this series against Team Liquid. And to the left side of our second map, Tomb of the Spider Queen, we have Wolf Joe on Malfury and Rosmek on Greymane again. Darkmok this time on Junkrat. Nanda on Blaze and Robadoba on Johanna.
On the right side, in the red, Nurok will be playing the Hanzo, Sport Billy on Murden, Hasuab's on Gul'dan, Eternal playing Malthael, and Splendor playing Uther.
This is going to be a good one. This entire series became so much better with Diamond Skin just starting with that early win here against Team Liquid. And with all the wave flare that we see for Diamond Skin, if they get the early turn in, if they get the double, the momentum that they could carry into the late game just by sheer wave clear and lane pressure is fantastic. So Liquid will have to make sure that they are not falling too far behind.
Now, Team Liquid, while they don't have the sheer wave clear that Diamond Skin has, they have a decent amount that Gul'dan. Engage on Eternal into a combo from Junkrat, and Eternal survives. How?
I have no clue how he survived that. That was fantastic, but I already love the setup for Diamond Skin. I have to admit that just watching him, I really enjoy Blaze a lot. He sets up so much with his jet propulsion, and right now we have a similar setup to what actually Bubi used and what it was on this map, what Dignitas used on this map, where they once again have the Junkrat set up, so you get the stuns in, you get the roots in, and then Junkrat has a perfect time of pushing the target back into you. There's so many cool synergies, little synergies between so many heroes here that I really enjoy. Didn't quite give Diamond Skin the kill though, and you could argue that in this case they needed to get it.
Not having the kill though won't be the end of the world. Already they have shown a supreme strategy when it comes to wave clear, dealing with the middle lane, pushing it in, has gems already set up, Team Liquid on the back foot defending already, which allows Diamond Skin to peel off that Greymane, which heads straight over to that mercenary camp. Team Liquid aims to do the same here.
Yeah. Like, Liquid could be in really a lot of trouble here. Malthael is a hero that usually comes online a little bit later during the game. I really like his synergy with Uther and the Divine Shield. We could see that in the series with Leftovers a bit earlier on as well, where that made it very difficult for Tricked during big fights. But this is also a hero that excels a lot later on in the game. And if Diamond Skin with the wave clear are able pre-10 to make their big plays, then they could put Liquid in a spot where it's very difficult for them to engage into anything here. So that's what I'm watching out for the most. Nurok already getting chunked down here by Darkmok. Really well done. Team tries to follow up. Doesn't quite get the kill in, but it shows again that chaotic element that Darkmok on Junkrat now introduces to this match.
Yeah, he knocked Hanzo straight into him. Perfectly played there so far, and they actually get the exchange. And Night Camp's in the middle here by clearing out fast with their opponents, and they're grouping up as 5 just to push in and grab this turret. They are putting Team Liquid in a spot where they may lose a little bit more on the turrets than they expected there. Almost down to a quarter health, which should set them up for a web weaver clear.
This perfectly illustrated their wave clear advantage, since the camp was in the perfect position for Team Liquid to defend. The two camps clashed right in tower range or in shot range of those two towers on Team Liquid side. And still Diamond Skin was the one who cleared the camp faster and pushed the pressure onto the structures. So that illustrates it very, very nicely. And if Diamond Skin uses that advantage in the early game to get ahead in your objective, they can really build up momentum against Liquid. If they allow Liquid to go into a late game and get these coordinated fights around a Divine Shield, a Tormented Soul, Malthael, then Liquid has good opportunities to take them down, especially with Horrify.
It's tough to get a turn in though. They have 41 gems. They're getting close to the 50 that you need for the first drop in, and Team Liquid has actually prioritized that a little bit more than Diamond Skin. 27 dropped off. Eternal taking pressure here on the bottom side. Rosmek goes in for the final auto attack and gets the kill. Can Diamond Skin get more? No, they're going back on up as Blaze takes the brunt of the damage from Nurok.
I was a bit afraid for Sport Billy here too when he started to jump out. I thought if there's one follow-up, then you are dead, my friend. And he's able to get away since the cooldowns were already used. Now Robadoba with a turn in here. And Liquid has done a decent job turning in already. 27 against 21, but Diamond Skin is still, at least up to this point, kind of running the show here and initiating the engagement.
I'm keeping an eye on this mini-map here. Scuffle continuing in the bottom as Rosmek is trying desperately to get this turn in. Johanna holds the front line. Wolfjo will come down and help with the clear. This allows Junkrat actually in the top side to go for his turn in, but Gul'dan not allowing it. Moves in for the interruption. Diamond Skin being a little bit too telegraphed here. They definitely want the turn in, but you don't have to force it this hard.
Yeah, Johanna is really trying to anchor the side and found herself in trouble as the Iron Skin was on cooldown. But Sport Billy again with the turn and attempt. Rosmec can wait that out a bit. Okay, that's the first interrupt. Nice aggression against Darkmog. Well done here. Hazops with a good set of damage against Junkrat, but still surviving. And at the bot lane, we still have that battle with Blaze and Malthael.
Rosmec stepping up though and putting Hasu up in the spot where he had to back away, allowed for Junkrat to live. Good little play from him. Yeah.
Blaze going into the quest tunnel on level 7, so not quite following in Alex's footsteps and going for the gauntlet for the auto attacks. Instead, we are now seeing Grill and Kill. Pretty cool when you complete the quest because it allows you to have the longer oil spill, and that's a ton of damage that you can push out, especially since there is also a damage increase on the quest reward. So very, very solid talent if you get the quest completed. So later on, they have definitely a lot of team fight potential in closed-off areas.
Team Liquid is so aware of how much trouble they'll be in if they allow for a turn to happen. They are stopping at every avenue. Eternal attempting to push in the bottom side as well, and Team Liquid stops the turn-in of Diamond Skin by getting their own turn-in.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where Diamond Skin really has to be a bit careful. Their advantage in wave clear should really have put them in a position where they can rotate a bit faster between the lanes and then put the pressure onto Liquid, but the opposite was the case. Liquid is playing this really nice right now. And we've been talking a lot about the strengths on Diamond Skin's side and how much synergy they have in a lot of these heroes. But let's not forget that with the setup that Team Liquid is running here, they have also stun into stun with Muradin into Uther stun. They have the Divine Shield for Malthael, and then the poke from the backline thanks to Hanzo. So there's a lot of tools that they can use to take Diamond Skin apart here, especially if they get ahead in experience and hit the early 10.
All right, let's see what Team Liquid can get out of this here. The Web Weaver actually doing a lot of damage to Rosmec and Robodoba, dropping in that damage from the area effect clear that pops in. And that will allow Team Liquid to step forward and actually get this Moonwell and some damage on the fort, while Goldan pushes in the top side. Look at Muradin in positioning though. He is preventing the rotation, Sport Billy here, not allowing for Diamond Skin to come up and defend, which allows Team Liquid to get aggressive on the fort. Smart play from him.
And it allows Hazops to do whatever he wants. He knows that he's shielded by his allies. He knows there's nobody headed his way. So it's an easy way for them to get even more damage in. Now they have the level 10. Should we be able to make a play here? There's still Blaze at the bot lane, double checking if the Siege Giant camp is taken by Malthael, but Eternal is sitting at the turning point now. And Nando, of course, just wants to get some experience for his team right now. They're playing very passive since they want level 10 to be hit so that they have the ability. But here comes the combo, and Junkrat is down. That's the kill that Liquid was looking for. And Diamond Skin didn't play it safe enough.
Wow. Great coordination there. The Horrify straight into the Dragon's Arrow. Only major concern is that you did burn 2 big heroics there, so once the Junkrat comes back, they should be able to beeline in and maybe try to force a fight.
Yeah, the big advantage, of course, in this case is that you also lose gems.
Yes.
So that was something where Liquid played a nice game, made sure that they lost the gems, and it made some bit easier for them to maybe get the next turn in here as well, since they have still another 28. So if they can turn in, they will get the second Web Weaver wave before Diamond Skin even hits their first. Blaze playing with the bunker here. Not going for combustion that we've now seen several times, going for the bunker instead.
Bunker here and available for Blaze. Remember, when you jump in it, you get that armor, and your teammates can also jump away from it. Turn in going on the side, but an arrow beeline straight for Rosmec, preventing him from getting that turn in. And Diamond Skin, they need it soon. 10 seconds until we have that Horrify up and available on the Gul'dan.
Yeah. So once again, the poke down here. Okay, so they're all trying to just like turn in here, but the red Web Weavers, again, they abandon the top turn-in spot. They focus heavily on the bottom, and Liquid use the opportunity. Here comes the Horrify. They're trying to go for Blaze. Bunker comes in, immediately being used to get the extra armor, retreating, and here comes so immediately the Malthael going for the Tormented Souls, jumping in. Nanda is low, but Malfurion with the old Divine Shield on Malthael now once again. They're going in. Roba is low, but survives. And a nice move by Junkrat. Darkmog, you god, gets Hanzo straight into the fangs of Greymane, and the werewolf rips him apart. Rosmec with a kill.
Darkmog has done that 4 times in fights, and he has another trap set up for his opponents, and they do come a little bit too far forward. Team Liquid respecting it, doesn't over chase, and now it's all about clearing the waves. Middle lane cleared out pretty nicely. Top lane has some damage on it, but Malthael is keeping Greymane at bay.
Yeah, and now even dropping the bunker. The cooldown on bunker is, of course, insanely low. And in this case, he's just dropping it to defend properly. Nice route once again against Hazops. Do they get the kill? It looks likely. Nanda tries to go in, and they get it. Take him down. The oil spill on the floor immediately ignited as well. And that, of course, gives him the extra sustain that he needs in that situation. And talking about oil spill, we nearly have the quest talent reached. He's sitting at 58 stacks right now. He's completed it just now. And that gives him the extra damage and the extra duration on it.
The kill did cost him a fort. But if Diamonds can turn around and get a turn in, that would net them an advantage off of their kill. They have 77 gems already set up for it. The issue is they have to wait for a little bit longer for those turn-ins to become available. And Malfield's taking the opportunity in the top side to push in, work on that fort too. So Diamond Skin having some issues that we've seen in the past. Not really clearing their waves, staying on top of the macro overall, because they're trying to be a little bit too aggro with the idea of turning in, and Team Liquid has punished them.
Yeah, they're losing the top 4 to the wave. That didn't need to happen here. They lost a bit of experience with it too. So now they have that 13. But overall, they're keeping very close in experience, and it's really commendable considering the situation that they're in here. If they get 2 turn-ins and they have the gems to pull it off, Liquid could fall far behind in XP.
Diamond Skin will have to get those turn-ins to do so, though. Team Liquid in a great state for now. Sport Billy on the front line, the only one taking damage from his team, while Hosvalov moves in, helping out with the poke. Nurok reveals all the members of Diamond Skin and shows exactly where they are. Now, will Robodoba go for the Blessed Shield? Also, arrow misses.
Horrify. Are we going to see the bunker? Yes, bunker is out. Riptire 2 gets good hits in against Nurok and Splendor. That should give them the turn-in. Oh, Morente needs to be really careful here. He went really deep, but is able to jump out. There was not enough follow-up, but they should get that turn-in now.
Yeah, Heroics are down.
All the tools. Again, Cleanse being used. Already earlier, he used Inevitable End, so now both of them are out.
Bunker about to be up for Blaze. Diamond Skin probably setting up and ready to play around that. Need to make sure they can have an escape if need be. Rosmag with 33 gems on him. He wants to get that turn in. Only 90 to go in for Diamond Skin, but it's a matter of getting it.
Horrify alone is out already, but they're not pushing in. They're trying to sneak around. They send Junkrat to the bot lane to clear the wave. And Liquid goes for the boss instead. And that is something that I don't think Diamond Skin is even thinking about at this point.
It's definitely pretty aggressive and unexpected. And Team Liquid,
they easily get it.
They get it. They burn it down. Turning goes in for Diamond Skin, so they're happy there. But now they have to defend a boss.
Yeah, and at this point, Diamond Skin is just like, wait, what? Power of Hanzo.
Bunker out. Nanda able to escape. The good thing about the bunker, too, is it does block any area coming in, so you can use it as a way to block corridors and such. Team Liquid unable to chase through that area, so they use a couple of heroics for, looks like, no fights. Yeah,
and we only have Greymane now defending against the boss. The rest is still trying to find some value. They need to do something. They just can't let Liquid clear this for absolutely free. So they're moving in, and they are now an even experience with Team Liquid. Also keep in mind, this is the first turn-in that Diamond Skin got. They still have the gems for a second.
That they do. Greymane still doing the top side. Diamond Skin's fighting at a 4v5 using the Web Weaver to allow them to move forward. Divine Shield has been used for Eternal.
That's important. That's really important for Diamond Skin.
Horrify's up, though. You have to be careful here if you are Diamond Skin. We do have Greymane coming on the top.
Once again, all those unstoppables, the Cleanse, the Inevitable End being used here, but Hazu is in trouble, and he gets sucked in back by Johanna. There's the kill, Horrify being used. 1 kill, 2, 3, they go for the triple, and Diamond Skin, Liquid is struggling so much after losing game 1 already. Liquid, with a double turn at the beginning of the game, finds themselves now behind in experience after only the first turn-in. Diamond Skin has taken the lead. Even with Liquid getting a boss, Diamond Skin is still running the show here now.
And Golden also used Horrify there. He'll be back up, but it'll be another 35 seconds for it to be here and ready. So Diamond Skins can set up and prepare for the next turn-in. They have 99 gems on them, Caldor.
They have an easy turn-in, and with the waves that they will take down with the help of it, if they don't lose more gems, they have another right after.
Diamond Skin has turned this game around, getting multiple kills in that last team fight. Initially starting as a 4v5, Divine Shield getting utilized allowed for the Greymane to come in and get the pick.
And I can promise you one thing. This is a moment where Team Liquid, a team that dominated the first half of 2017 and then just absolutely fell apart, is now looking at the game, and some of them are thinking, not again. not again. This is really something where you need to keep your cool, and that's difficult to do in that situation. We talked about former teammates going up against each other, so it's not really a grudge match since all of these guys are on good terms, but it's something where you want to prove yourself to your old teammates and show, you guys made the wrong choice, you should have stayed in the team here. Eternal talked about it, Nanda talked about it, and right now Diamondskin is running that show, and that added stuff, those are just added layers on the pressure that is right now on Team Liquid.
And Darkwalk right now is playing lights out compared to what we saw in game at #1. You can tell he's really benefiting from the factors that you just brought up. Webbier's pushing in on different sides of the map. Eternal went to the top of the Malfield to clear it out. Middle under siege, but the bottom one is going to be the deadly one. Can Team Liquid set up a fight on it?
Yeah, right now, this is just Diamondskin shows. Everything is being set up for them down to the bot lane. We are seeing them pushing in with the Web Weaver. We have also on Blaze a little bit of a different touch to him on his 16 Fuel League on level 13. We've seen that before, but now we also have the thermal protection taken as well. So the extra armor, he can really dart in. And of course, the cooldown reduction itself is opening up even more opportunities. Sport needs to be really careful here.
Now they're going for the flank here. They're trying to stun out the Twilight Dream. Wolfjo drops the Ice Block, will live. Bunker on the front side to keep everyone at bay. Wolfjo does survive. Great peeling here from a Diamondskin. Finally, the Twilight Dream will be used, but the cleanse comes out.
It's so difficult for Liquid to make these engagements, but they're looking again for the killer. Nova is in trouble this time. He's down. Johanna dead, and Spotbilly gets the stun against Malfurion. Tries to go in once again, but the rest of the team doesn't follow up yet. Eternal can't jump in at this point. He's looking for a chance. 29 gems on his end as we have Diamondskin kiting back. They're trying to go for a quick counter engage, but Spotbilly was ready for it.
Darkmok poking where he can, getting members low on the backside. Uther struggling a little bit with the healing, but finally he tops off his teammate. Diamondskin does get the disengage, but they are hurting here after they lose their teammate Johanna.
So they're still far ahead, but Team Liquid can turn in. They can get their own turn in now, and they're working on it already. It's a great kill against Johanna here, but I really like the way that with Bunker, so many plays that Liquid is trying to set up are negated. Every single time we see a Malfield, for example, jump in, they go in the bunker, they get the extra armor, they move out again, but at this point, Liquid wants to go for the camp here. Arrow comes in and it hits hard against Malfurion. The bunker again, saving them for now. Man, Greymane goes down, but so does Gul'dan.
Rosbag trades his life for the Gul'dan. Big jump back here from Darkmok, keeping up with the poke on the Junkrat. Here comes the tire. He blows it up on 3 members. Murden gets locked down by a root. Does he have a hop available? He will use the Avatar and jumps away. But Darkmok, he's giving chase.
Johanna at this point had the Blessed Shield and used it right away. But this was a 4 versus 5 where we saw the even trade. And now it's a situation where we have 4 heroes on the map for both teams. Diamondskin is still ahead, 19 and a half. Liquid is closing in, trying to close that gap, but this is definitely a rough situation for Liquid considering how they started into it. 7 kills against 3, Diamondskin doing well. Bunker is worth it so much for them here. I'm really impressed. We haven't seen that talent being used yet, that old. All of the Blaze players in Europe have focused on combustion in those team fights. But in this situation and with the plays that we're seeing from Liquid, or the plays they're trying to make, it's perfect.
And I just want to go ahead and instruct you guys at home to keep an eye on Darkmok. He is destroying on Junkrat. 170k in siege damage, 55k in hero damage, and 14k in experience for his team. He is having a fantastic game.
I love that you misread that number.
Which one?
The first one.
170k?
It's fine.
I rounded it up. It's 169,961.
Oh, wait. Now. It wasn't when you talked about it. Tim and big numbers, always.
I just round up, man.
Yeah, sure.
It's a common tactic.
Fortified bunker being used now on 20. And that oil spill is going... I'm really interested to see how much this push can do for Diamondskin now. They have the 20. They have the bunker, the fortified bunker now. We're seeing them with the Astral Communion on the side of Malfurion and Indestructible. Survivability on their end and the threat potential has just shot through the roof, and they combine that with a Web Weaver push. And they, again, once again, look at him. Darkmok is always getting these isolations. They might not get the kill, but they just got him to use Avatar before the fight even starts. And they put all the pressure on. Nurot is low, needs to run away. Sportbilly hops again, and they just blew Avatar.
And Darkmog, just focusing Nurok in that fight, gets the tire as well, goes around the Murden to knock him into the team, but also to knock away the people trying to help Sport Billy. Sport Billy gets away and away from the fight, but this is the main story right here. Diamond Skin, this big wave pushing forward, going straight for the keep. Team Liquid's going to attempt to fight.
Great arrow that we just saw from Hanzo, but it's absolutely not enough. There was no follow-up on it. That was in any way threatening in this situation. So again, once more, they are moving straight into the keep, trying to take it down. The bot lane, massive push is building up there. Horrify is being used. Is it enough? They kill Blaze. Yes, they get him. Blaze goes down. Didn't have his ult ready, but Liquid will have to move back to the bot lane and defend, or they're going to lose keep number 2.
It's already taking damage. Oh my gosh, this is a minion wave. There it goes, deleted in the matter of seconds.
Team Diamond Skin has 2 keeps down against Team Liquid, and the boss is up on the map. Liquid is moving topside immediately and says, we need this. I would actually love for Diamond Skin to push the bot lane, to be absolutely honest, and threaten it, but they are posturing around the boss. That can work for them as well. Liquid is definitely on a timer here, because their bot lane is soon going to reach the core. The catapults are already on their way.
Team Liquid can't do this. The constant poke from Junkrat, as long as Robodoba makes sure no one gets into that back line, they're going to be fine.
I agree. It's going to be really rough if they try to do it. This is something where Diamond Skin could move in, and there's only 10 seconds on Blaze. Bot lane is starting to pressure.
Murden, it's coming in. Arrow goes in. Sport Billy comes from the side. He'll hit the Stormball on Darkmog, and Darkmog falls.
Perfect. That was absolutely well done. Didn't see the arrow in time, didn't dodge it. Wolf Joe might fall as well. Is Liquid turning this around? Double kill against Junker and Malfurion. This is what they needed to do. They want to go for boss again. Bot lane is still pushing, but they have some time. And now, Diamond Skin can't contest it, and that gives them enough time to deal with the boss.
Diamond Skin just goes over, trying to look at Sport Billy. Doesn't want to do too much in terms of the fight. If they can get a pick, that'd be great, but I doubt they're going to get it with these 3. Sport Billy should be able to live for a while here. They're wanting to sneak by. They want to go to the middle lane. They want to get catapults in the core.
Yeah, they want to push. They want to push and then move back, not die here. That's the main objective. Push the waves out, don't die, and then just move back to defend. You can't take the fight against 5.
Avatar's been popped. Sport Billy's given chase here. He wants to stay on top of Robodoba. Greymane was able to push the bottom lane, but he has to be careful. He cannot get caught. Can he dodge out in the Stormbolt? He does.
Great move by him.
Top lane.
You need to be careful. 10 seconds until Nurok has his ult back. Should be enough.
Slows him down. Yes, nice job.
They might lose losing the keep is fine. Just don't lose the core.
Yeah, don't lose the game. And they make a slight maneuver. It's gonna pay off. It looks like, oh no, Rossmeg goes in, the horrified Rossmeg. Unfortunately getting caught out there. Arrow comes out. Robodoba hit with a Stormbolt, and now it's all about the boss.
Yeah, Rossmeg with a misplay, and that could be game now. Boss is on the core. They're starting to go in. Sport Billy is low, but he's not even the main damage dealer. Hazops is absolutely uncontested as he goes for it. Diamond Skin has done such an amazing job this game, but Team Liquid, they get 1 opportunity, they get 2, and they exploit them, and they tie this series. They win Tomb, and now the series tied. Great play by Liquid there, and an unfortunate, huge misplay